Welcome to My Body Fits. Today's video is a super simple kettlebell workout using one bell and 3 exercises: the 2-hand swing, goblet squat and overhead press. Hi, I'm personal trainer and kettlebell coach Mel Anderson. Welcome to my channel. And if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I love kettlebells. And they've been especially important for me as I make my way through my menopausal journey. Kettlebells are the perfect tool for people like us, in my opinion, because you can create a variety of workouts with just one bell. You don't need much space, so you can do it at home, in the gym, or even in a car park. My girls will know what I mean. You don't need to work out for hours, and it works your whole body. Not to mention strengthening our joints and helping to reduce the risk of osteoporosis as we age, which is super important. And then of course there's the confidence it builds. Over the years, I've seen women coming out of their shells and grow in confidence as they get stronger and fitter with just this simple chunk of metal. The kettlebell kept me moving consistently even when I felt like I had no energy. I was able to drop down a few sizes and do short, manageable workouts and still feel like I was looking after myself. And these are the exact type of workouts that I want to share with you. If you enjoy this video, please like it, drop me a comment, let me know how you get on, subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified when I put new stuff out. If you're looking for something to complement this workout that will keep those niggles and aches away, my free gift to you is my Stretch and Rise series. Daily mobility routines that are short and simple and will have you jumping out of bed in the morning without the moans and groans in no time. Simply follow this URL or click the link in the description to get access straight away. Okay, let's get into it. If you've got your water ready and your kettlebell ready and you've got a nice clear space to move, let's get our body ready with a little bit of movement prep. I'm going to move my belt out the way. Let's start with our shoulders. So roll your shoulders nice and big, circles. And the other way. Let's take that into some nice big arm circles. And the other way. And we're just going to get a little bit of twisting going on in the upper body. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale as you rotate around, looking at your fingertips. Inhale back to the center and over the other way. A few more times here. Let's go round again and again. Let's go one more on each side. Okay, hip circles, so going round and round in big circles. Round the other way. And now let's come to the end of our mat. We're going to take a nice big reach up. Inhale and then exhale as you roll down towards your mat. Doesn't matter if you can touch the floor or not, that's not what this is about. I want you to think about keeping your knees fairly kind of locked so that you feel that stretch up the back of your legs there. Just let your head hang down. Let your kind of, this part of your body sort of, pull yourself towards the floor so you really get a good stretch here. Then we're going to bring our hands across the mat here, bring your knees down, and then we're going to, from here, we're going to rock backwards and forwards. So as I go backwards, thinking about pushing my chest towards the floor, as I go forwards, I'm bringing my hips to the floor, and I'm just going to rock backwards and forwards like that a few times. Okay, good. And now, let me just move this kettlebell and water so you can see. So from here, I'm bringing this is my left leg I'm bringing up next to my hands. Then I'm going to tuck my back toe under and lift my knee up. So floating it up from the mat. I want my hands spread out, nice and wide, pushing away from the floor, and then thinking about pushing my hip gently towards the mat, and then you can just ease in and out of that. If that feels too hard to stay up like this, just pop your knee down and push your hip to the floor like that, okay? That's absolutely fine as well. Move around a little bit in circles. Now, we're going to bring our knee to the floor. I'm going to keep my left hand on the floor next to, sorry, not left hand, right hand on the floor. With my left elbow, I'm going to try and come down, touch the floor, and then rotating up, looking at my fingertips. Apologies for turning my back on you. Elbow to the floor, and then back up. Now, don't worry if you can't get your elbow to the floor. If it just comes to here, as long as you can feel that you're going to the furthest spot that you can go to, okay? And if you practice this, you will eventually get your elbow to the floor. Let's do a couple more. One more. And up. Good. Now, take the left foot back. Bring the right foot up. So hands are on the floor, next to and lined up with your foot. Tucking the back toe under. Float that knee up. Spread the fingertips out. Push the floor away. And then just gently push your hip towards the floor. I love this. Really love this movement. Little movements here. Up and down. And again, if you feel you need to bring that knee just to give yourself a little bit more kind of support, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead and do that. Lovely. Okay, so then I'm going to keep my left hand on the floor, my right foot is on the floor. I'm bringing my right elbow close to the floor as you can, and then reaching up. So when I'm reaching up here, thinking about trying to pull my arm back so I get as much rotation as I can. And I'm still, at the same time, I'm still pushing this hip forward. So loads going on here, loads of lovely stretching and mobility. It's just surprised me. Excellent. Let's do one more. Excellent. Okay, hands back to the floor, take that right foot back. Then from here, we're just going to work the shoulders a little bit here. So keeping your knees and toes on the floor, hands on the floor, fingers spread out. Sink down into your shoulders and then push back up again. So sink down and push back up. Sink down, push back up. Try and see if you can get it in a kind of a circular movement if you can. If that feels challenging, you don't want to bend your elbows here. It's not like a push-up. You want to try and keep your arms straight as possible and just sinking down. Ooh, get some lovely warmth up in those shoulders. Good, good. Let's do a couple more. Great. Okay, now, toes are tucked under, hands are on the floor. I'm going to lift my hips up towards the ceiling and I'm going to bring my heels down to the floor. Again, doesn't matter if they don't actually touch the floor yet, just try to sort of pull them down so you feel that stretch at the back of the legs. And then slowly, slowly, walk your hands back to your feet and then roll up. Okay, we're ready to get started. Okay, our workout today is 10 swings, 5 goblet squats, and then 5 overhead presses on each side. Now, if you haven't yet learned the 2-hand swing, please, please, please go back to my tutorial video and learn that before you do this workout. Really, really important, okay? You must learn how to do it properly to protect your back and protect your body. I'm just gonna actually stick a clip in my hair because it keeps getting in my face. Okay, so let's get our bells ready. So if you've watched the tutorial and you know how to do this, we want to have a triangle on the floor. Make sure I'm not so far that I'm going to hit the wall behind me. Okay, so triangle on the floor. Now the rest in between is just going to be like, it's not really counted. I'm just going to keep us nice and loose. And then we'll have a little bit of a longer rest at the end. Okay, ready? 10 swings, off we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest it down, just stay nice and loose. We're not timing the rest, we're just having a little bit of rest in between each one. Sets 2 and 3, short rest, and then a couple of sets, we're gonna do it with no rest in between. Okay, get ready for your goblet squats. So we wanna bring that belt up into position. And 5 squats, ready? So stay with me, pause, and hop. And again, number 2. And up. Number 3, remember, keep your shoulders back, try and keep your back nice and straight. Number 4, and hop. And number 5, and hop. Good, bell down nice and safely. Shake it out. Short rest before we go into our overhead presses. I'm gonna start with my right hand on this round. Okay, ready? 5 presses. Off we go. 'Bell down. Little rest. Getting ready for our left side. Okay, ready? Off we go. And 4 and 5. Good, bell down, nice and safely. Grab yourselves a drink, we're gonna have a short rest. Okay, ready for round 2? So, same as before, bell goes down in between each exercise. Ready, 10 swings, off we go. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, bell down. Shake it out, stay nice and loose. Okay, ready for 5 squats? Here we go. Bell up into position. And number 1. This is 3, 4, and 5. Oh. Excellent, bell down. Stay nice and loose. Hope my hair doesn't look too awful. Okay, ready for presses? I'm gonna start with my left side this side, so I like to alternate between my stronger side and my not so strong side. So bell up into position. Ready? 5 presses. One more. Good, bell down nice and safely. Shake it out. Okay, ready for the right side. Here we go. Down, excellent. Shake it out, grab yourselves a drink. Short rest. Okay, round 3, Ready, set the bell up. Here we go. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bell down nice and safely. Shake it out. Okay, ready for our squats. Bell into position. And off we go. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. 4. And 5. Bell down. Shake it out. Going back to my right side. Okay, here we go. 5 presses. Off we go. Shake it out. Okay, left side. Ready, here we go. And good, excellent. All right. Have a little drink, have a little rest. Okay, the next 3 rounds, we're going to make them a little bit harder by taking the rest out from between each of the exercises. And we're going to switch our presses to 2-hand presses because we want to keep our bell in our hands like all the way throughout. So we're going to go swings. When you finish your 10th swing, you're going to bring the bell up into position. And you do that by going through your legs and then bringing it up and catching it here, okay? So we're going to do 10 swings, 5 squats, and then 5 2-hand presses. Ready? So bell into position. Round 1, off we go. Off we go for our squats. Ready? So very little rest in between. Excellent. Now, narrow your stance a little bit. Ready? That's 5. Bell down, nice and safely. Shake it out. Grab a drink. Ready for round 2? Let's go. 10 swings, 5 squats, 5 double presses, no rest. That's 10. And hop. 5 squats. Ready? And. Good, ready for our presses? 1. 2. Good, bell down, shake it out, grab a drink. We've got one more set to go. Okay, this is our 6th and final set, and it's our 3rd set with no rest in between. Now, if you're feeling like you want to do a little bit more today, just rewind, go back to the start and have another round, okay? Ready? Last set, 10 swings, 5 squats, 5 double hand presses. Off we go. That's 5. And 10, up we go for squats. Ready, and. Ready for presses? Here we go. Just hit my nose. Bell down. Well done. Excellent. Grab a drink. We're going to go into a little cool down. Well done. Let's get into our cool down now. So coming to the end of your mat, let's take a lovely long deep breath as we reach up. And then exhale, rolling down. Hold it here for a few seconds. Feel that lovely stretch here. Rolling up again. Up we go. And rolling down. Lovely. Just let everything hang nice and loose here. And then one more time, and up and down. Excellent. Let's walk our hands across the mat. Now, if you need to soften your knees to do that, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead and do that. And when you come to here, you're just going to bring your knees to the mat. Take your knees really wide, toes together, and just sit back as far as you can towards your feet. Hands stretching out in front. Got a sweaty head. And then drop your head down to the mat and think about pushing your chest. Now, if that feels too uncomfortable to bring your head down, just pop your hands one over the other. You can rest your head there. Or if that's still not quite enough, you can just pile your hands up here and just rest there. But still thinking about just pushing, nice wide elbows, and just push downwards. So whichever is comfortable, this should feel nice and relaxing, and take some long, deep breaths. Now we're going to slide our hands beside our head, bring ourselves up, knees together, walk the hands forwards, and then bring the hips down. Relax, looking up, and breathe. Good. Excellent. From here, we're going to go back into this position. So widen out your knees again if you want to, and then arms out in front. Now, if your arms are currently at 12 o'clock on the clock, we're going to take them over to 10 o'clock over here. and breathe. I very often get these the wrong way round and say 2 o'clock when I mean 10 o'clock, but I think I've got it right today. 2 o'clock. Arms over to 2 o'clock, chest down. Lovely. Good, bringing your hands back to the center. Let's come up to a tall kneeling position. I'm gonna bring my left foot forwards and I'm gonna squeeze under. So tucking my pelvis under, already getting a stretch in the hips there. And as I feel that stretch, I'm gonna reach up nice and tall with my upper body, pushing the hips forwards. And feel that stretch here. Then we're gonna bring our forearm to our thigh, and then thinking about the distance between my knee and my fingertips, I wanna pull those fingers as far over as I can. Good, and then change sides. So now I've got my right foot forward, tucking my pelvis under, reaching up nice and tall, and then pushing forwards, hips come forwards. Good, forearm to your thigh, and then reaching up and over. Again, reaching these fingertips as far away from that knee as I can. Bringing that back, taking the knee back down to the floor. I'm gonna bring my hands back down to the floor, spreading my fingers nice and wide, tucking the toes under, lifting my hips up, heels down. And just hold that here for a few seconds. Feel that lovely stretch down the back of your legs. Walk the hands in, nice and slowly. And then roll up. All done, well done. Thank you for joining me for this workout, and I hope to see you again next week. Take care.